Alright, good afternoon, children. Today we're going to make one of my most favorite breads to eat, and that is sourdough bread. Um, yes, its name does imply sourdough because you are using a sourdough to make this bread. Um, there's a lot of interesting things about sourdough, and one of the interesting things is that it is hypoglycemic. I'll explain what that means later. And what's also interesting about sourdough is that, or sourdough bread, is that people that have celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, sometimes they can often find that they can tolerate certain types of sourdough bread. I've yet to allow someone who has a gluten sensitivity to try one of my sourdough breads, but more often than not, they will be okay. So let's get started. Our recipe is coming from kitchenjoy.com. Uh, what we're going to need is 2 cups of warm milk minus 4 tablespoons, 6 tablespoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of instant yeast, however, that is an option if your starter is good, um, 1 cup of sourdough starter, um, 6 cups of bread flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, 4 tablespoons of butter, very, very soft, not melted, and then of course we'll need butter for brushing over the top of our bread. Alright, so with this, guys, this is one of the times that you need to pay particular attention to your measurements, especially dealing with baked goods, especially breads, because it makes a difference. And it also makes a difference on how you add those ingredients as well. So first off, I'm going to start off with our yeast. Okay, that goes in a bowl first. Also, make sure you wash your hands before you start and clean as you go. Next, I'm going to add our sugar. Okay. Now I'm doing it this way because our yeast is going to be hungry and it's going to want to eat. So that sugar is going to actually feed our yeast, and it's going to activate. It's going to begin activating once a liquid hits that. So I'm just going to give it a little stir. Now, also, you want to keep in mind that when you're dealing with yeast, you never add salt directly to yeast or you will kill it. Okay. Now I want to add our milk. Going to give this just a stir. And I'm going to allow that to sit for a little bit, just so it starts to, just until our yeast starts to react, which it will. Um, and I'll show you what that means by reaction. What we should start to see is bubbles forming. Take the camera out. Sorry. And the bad cameraman today, I apologize, children. So